hi friends, I hope you all are doing well. I welcome you all on my channel Studycafe. So friends, through this video, we would be discussing one of the important extract of GST Council meeting press release. And the this specific extract that I would be discussing with you, it talks about what welcoming amendment the council is planning to bring in case of interest that is charged on ineligible ITC if it is availed and utilized. And they have given some clarification also. So first, let me read out press release for you. Let me share the screen. So I'll be reading the extract first. So the extract says, in spirit of earlier council decision that interest is to be charged only in respect of net cash liability, Section 50 of CGST Act is to be amended retrospectively. So they are talking about the amendment of Section 50, subsection 3. So what is this section about? Again, let me share a new screen where this section has been mentioned. So Section 50, subsection 3 talks about that if a taxable person, he has taken undue or excess claim. Again, here they are talking about claim of input tax credit under subsection 10 of section 42, or undue or excess reduction in output tax liability under section 43 subsection 10. He shall pay interest, and it should be not more than 24%. So this is what this section precisely says. But yes, again, this section itself has its own controversies or contradictions or litigation issues. One of the issue was, one of the very important issue was that how much interest is to be applicable, because sometimes there was a confusion whether 18% rate should be applicable or 24% rate should be applicable. This was one confusion. And one of the confusion also was that if you see section 42 and 43, they are related to the old process, the original process of filing GSTR 1, 2 and GSTR 3. So again, we are not going into that since the process was not given to us, because we are filing the return by using different mechanism. We'll not go into that thing, but yes, this specific section, if you read 43 and 42, they talk about that mechanism, that first you will file GSTR 1, so if there is some error that would be communicated and all that stuff. So 43 also, it is regarding filing of GSTR 2. But what I understand, that the issue was, again we'll go back to the press release. So what I understand is that the issue was that you have claimed ITC which is ineligible. Okay, so how can ITC be ineligible? So there can be many reasons. Maybe you have claimed the ITC which has been blocked by section 17 subsection 5, or it is not eligible because of rule 36 sub rule 4, or since it is something which is related to personal purpose. So there can be many reasons, or it is related to one of the exempt product in which you are dealing with. Okay, now you have claimed ineligible ITC. Okay, so interest was applicable on availment also and utilization also. Now what do you mean by that? So सबसे पहले तो what is the difference between availment and utilization? So first let's talk about availment. Okay, so when you're filing GSTR 3B, okay, when are you availing ITC? When you are showing the particular ITC in your ITC table of GSTR. So for example, in one of the case, my tax liability was 200, my ITC was 200. Okay. Now, when I filed my return, what I can do is that this is the ITC that I can utilize, and then the 100 rupees that I am supposed to pay in cash. Okay. Now, what is the difference between availment and utilization? So when you are showing the 100 rupees in the ITC table, then it is availment. Okay. And then you are actually utilizing it for paying your tax liability. Then it would be first you have availed it, then you have utilized it. So obviously you can utilize it only when you have availed it. Okay. So now this was one case, and in another case, what happened was that I have no cash liability. So, but I had ITC of 100 rupees. So what I did, I availed this ITC and I carried forward this ITC to the next month. So in this case, what I have done, I have only availed the ITC. I have not utilized it. Okay. So now, what if out of this 100 rupees ITC, 10 rupee ITC was ineligible? Suppose it was a block credit that your accountant he showed in the GST return by mistake and you availed it. It happens. This is the human nature. This is these kind of mistakes happen. Okay. Now, what about applicability of interest? Here in first case, actually by availing this 10 rupee ITC, actually I have you know uh, paid 10 rupee less to the government. Okay. On that, you take interest. ठीक है जी, that is still acceptable. But in second case, I have only carried forward it to the next month. I have actually not used this fund to pay my cash liability. So earlier, before this sort of clarification also and welcoming amendment also, this came. We, as per the provision, what I understand is we were supposed to pay interest in both the cases. Okay. But now, what the change has been, what the change that would be what would be that this eight this interest, this 18% interest would be applicable only where you have you have availed and utilized the 18 utilize the ITC. That is one part. And second part is that there was a fight whether the 24% interest should be applicable or 18%. So now they have finally clarified that it would be 18% and not 24%. But friends, what I understand still, specifically when we talk about section 43 and 42, with respect to that, if you read section 50 subsection 3, as per my understanding, there's still many confusions, but this is what I have understood from this specific para, and I wanted to discuss with you. So if you like this video, please like it, press the like button. If you want to subscribe my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon. So if you have got any query, you can just write in the comment box, and you can also share it with your friends. And thank you very much, friends. Have a nice day.